buy the Bitcoin to sell it, but would MicroStrategy ever take some off the table when you sense the market is at a top and then just buy in later when there's another correction? Or do you just plan to hodl through all the 80% downturns?
Yeah, again, I just disagree with your characterization. I don't expect an 80% downturn. I don't think it's a speculative asset. I don't think you can't, quote unquote, take money off the table. The point is, if you have the superior asset, it's going up forevermore. Forevermore. Yeah. Forevermore.
Yeah.
You know, you're speaking like a crypto trader right now, right? Like, you know, in Zimbabwe, you think they would take money off the table, right? Like maybe you're doing it just to represent their interest, but I don't see the world that way. I think that Bitcoin is sound money. It's the technically superior asset class compared to the dollar, the euro, the peso, the bolivar, compared to a stock index, compared to gold, compared to silver, compared to everything you can conceivably buy. It is technically thermodynamically superior as an asset. If you have the superior asset, it's going up forevermore. Yeah.
What the heck is going on, fam? It's your boy Jim Brown. What an amazing day. It's 11:09. We are so dialed in. It's sick. It's sick. How is everyone doing today? How's my audio? And Ken, you. Is the music annoying or do you like the music? Also, let me know that, guys. We got a lot to talk about today. 110K Bitcoin at the moment. Let's get right into it. We'll talk a little bit more as we go. I kind of want to meme it up. We're getting hot. We're getting into the bull run. Retail's still dying, and we are still thriving. Let's go. So you guys are aware of our pairs that we like to watch. Wrap Bitcoin, let's go first. I like to look at the Bitcoin Sol chart because it kind of locks in with the price really well. Lots of trade volume, lots of RBOTs. Yeah, as you can see here, boom, last night, we were streaming yesterday when Bitcoin hit all-time highs. Absolutely electric. And chugging along. Could be the really drawn out, but we're holding. That's good. Let's see how that's affecting the Ethereum price, because that's going to be the first thing on your head. This is always going to be a big leading indicator to everything now, including trad finance. Let's go. WETH trying to, ETH finally wanting to play dadsies. Wants to break those locals. 2,600. We haven't seen 2,700 ETH in many moons, fam. In many moons. It's been a while, baby. February 3rd. My February 3rd, right here, same price. August 29th, 24, same price. February 2nd, 24, same price. Interesting, right? Pretty wild. Let's quickly look into this Giga chart before my nuts explode. Excuse me, I shouldn't have said that. I'm trying not to say stuff like that. The God chart. If you faded the 99% dip. I don't know anything about this coin. I don't know all this origin crap. I don't know all this mystery baloney that everyone wastes their time thinking about. I follow trends. I follow numbers. When we were buying this down here, we only bought it because it dipped 99%. I would have never bought it here. I wouldn't have. I would have skipped, even if I got wrecked. This was my in, because I just happened to be there. Now, that's lucky. Everyone can tell you they're smart, and that's why they bought the bottom. I just had lucky timing. That's when I came back to my computer after a time away. So everyone thinks it's going to peg to $1. I have no idea. I've already extracted 3 times my money from what I initially put in. So everything left is for the birds, I guess you call it. We call that for the birds. You understand? For the birds. All right, now let's go to our WPLS chart. Big PulseChain. Big PulseChain. PulseChain has not had a market cycle yet. So that's important, right? Hockey stick still engaged. That's a hockey stick where I'm from. Hockey stick still engaged. All-time highs, 0.0002710. And we're at 404,328. We'll probably all never see these numbers again shortly if Ethereum blows off top. So just keep that in mind. Like, zoom out and zoom in, right? We're not going to see these prices anymore, probably. That's just because of other asset prices going up at a minimum with little buy pressure, little sell pressure, you know. Super interesting stuff here. So I had a hot take. If anyone wants to hear it, here it is. Incentive token is going to outperform Hex on Ethereum and Hex on PulseChain and PLSX and WPulse. That's kind of been the take. Like, it pumps harder, the all-time highs higher, more percentage, more X's above, and there's no supply. A lot of the things about Hex and other stuff is a lot of people have a lot of it forever. I know guys with millions of Hex stakes forever. So that's sell pressure forever too. So it comes in waves. Just understand, that's what I think. And I'm not putting all my items in one basket. That's just what I think. So. Good morning, Crypto Gains Club. Good morning over on Twitch. How are you? Daygen GK, hello everyone. Nice day to be holding Chia. Absolutely agree with that. I've been a big Chia guy lately, and Beppe to the moon. Let's go ahead and I'm going to go to Twitter real quick. There's this thing on Twitter that I just really appreciate. It's from this guy. You know, I'm a big RH fan, big PulseChain fan, day one sack. I bought Hex for the first time 201 days after it launched at 1.9 cents, and then it rose to 56, and it was wild. So we're kind of like going through this once again. I have to find the meme. This dude memes too much. Dude, you meme too much, dude. What the heck? This dude only memes. Oh my God. Give me a second, fam. Dude, how can this be so hard to find? It blew up. I'm pissed. I am pissed. What the heck is going on, dude? You just posted this crap. I'm pissed. Oh, here it is. All right, I'm going to shut the music down for a second. I want everyone to pay attention. And we're going to get into some intellectually stimulating stuff as well. But this is just way more funny. So I took a hiatus for about a year, and of course, in a good community, other people will just start memeing it up and continue the journey. And this is a guy I've kind of stumbled on lately. And sorry if I didn't know much about him, but he is schizo crazy, and I love it. His name is Joshua, and he wrote this. Dear Richard Hart, it's been 48 days since I last checked my wallet. Some little like fun skit that kind of blew up in the community. I just wanted to show it. I think it's hilarious. Look at the Luigi hat. Let's go ahead and send it. And I'll drop his link down there. He's got a great channel, great spirit.
Dear Richard, it's been 48 days since I last checked my wallets. Yesterday, Shane flipped out and called Pete a useless boomer. I told him to watch his tone. My boy Jim Rat's back. He said he wants to learn how to meme. Me and Big Brain's new song, Confessions, just dropped. It got 4 likes per usual. Thank you, Giga. Tiger King is scared to respond to my video. Turns out I'm a huge KR fan. Some random Solana girl said PulseChain is trash and blocked me. Sami said don't worry because her elbows were way too round. Turkey says she's not real and no girls in crypto are real. A Wild SJ, Hex Lotus, Sammy Chica, Crypty, Mana, Dejena, Georgia, Whitney, Christina, Grace, Native, Crypto Bella, Hex and Candy, and Tam, even though you have me blocked? What do you have to say to Turkey? Dear Richard, it's been 48 days since I last checked my wallets. Yesterday, Shane flipped out and called Pete a useless boomer. I told him to watch his tone. My boy Jim Rat's back. He said he wants to learn how to meme. Me and Big Brain's new song, Confessions, just dropped. It got 4 likes per usual. Thank you, Giga. Tiger King is scared to respond to my video. Turns out I'm a huge KR fan. Some random Solana girl said PulseChain is trash and blocked me. Sami said don't worry because her elbows were way too round. Turkey says she's not real and no girls in crypto are real. A Wild SJ, Hex Lotus, Sammy Chica, Crypty, Mana, Dejena, Georgia, Whitney, Christina, Grace, Native, Crypto Bella, Hex and Candy, and Tam, even though you have me blocked? What do you have to say to Dirty Turkey?
Now, I don't know anything about any of that, but absolutely electric stuff. I love seeing good quality content. Quality, keyword, not someone paying you to talk. I've been on another little run of opening my mouth too much online and just so sick and tired of people getting paid to lie about their stance on shit. It's so annoying to me. They don't lie. It's not like they're lying. Like that's where their bags are, but they get in before you. They have all these plans. Someone else that's richer pays them, and then they shill new guys into all these horrible things like XUSD. Like XUSD is something, I don't know what the hell the group is or whoever it is, but it's trash. And there's no volume, there's no buys, there's no sells, there's no nothing. So like, but when someone's paying you to like have something available to others, you're basically fronting like you think it's going to go up in price, whether you say it or not. And then if you were just following the money, like I was, because I don't get paid to shill stuff because I have a soul. And crypto is like gambling, so I don't want to, but like if you faded, like, so this one DAI copy stable coin is pumping and like it's decentral, and then there's everyone else is trying to shill the other one so they can make like $100. And I'm not even shilling this to buy it. The only reason I bought it, again, giant 99% dump. But I mean, money is money, and just follow the money. And people aren't going to tell you unless they're like open. I don't know. You just got to just be very careful about who you're listening to and why they're talking. I am talking on here because I love streaming. I love YouTube. I love crypto. I have made it very known that I will not accept payment in order to continue this channel. That's because I think the people that watch it will actually like it. And I don't want to ruin my reputation. You feel me? Good morning, Lane. GM to our young man, Lane. Absolute goat. So, yeah, this thing's ripping your face off. Absolutely stoked up. And, yeah, my hot take on incentive token is that it will outperform. Oh, look at that. It will outperform all the other RH tokens. That doesn't mean you're going to not make money if you don't use it, but it just moves faster. There's less active tokens. There's less people that hold it. There's less people with giant bags, and the all-time high was a lot higher. Obviously, this was you had to mint incentive token in order for it to exist. So this part of the chart is kind of like counts, kind of doesn't count, but it still counts because it's on the chart and people don't know shit. But the supply is really low, and it probably, after an elongation like that, you'll see just more explosive gains. There's just not that many tokens circulating, rather than if you go to like Hex or something. If you go to like Hex has been at this 0.09 mark forever, and it's going to pump like crazy. Don't get it twisted. But a little bit of a lagging, denser, more people coming out with stakes all the time. So like, more trading volume, more liquidity, takes longer. So let's just keep these things in mind as you're moving forward. Like, again, Bepe is my official meme coin. I like Bepe. It's the only meme coin I like, only because it's on Chia, and Chia meme coins are actually cool. Other meme coins are cool too, but if you know about Chia, Chia's tight. So like, if you were like not getting paid to shill something, you would shill something that has $8.6 thousand in liquidity in it in a new community when people are just learning about it. That would be the time where you would tell someone to put your lunch money into something fun, not once it's down for a year. Does that make sense? So you tell your friends about stuff like here when things are looking like this. That way they can actually make money, rather sometimes, or not actually make money, but this is only like lunch money stuff. It's so low risk to tell someone about, rather than just going over to the Hex chart and being like, hey, dude, you should dump all your money into Hex right now and paycheck to paycheck going like, maybe, but didn't you say it was going to 1000x? So aren't my 54 stakes fine? Like, won't I be fine? Yes, I will be fine if it works out. Right. But still bullish, nonetheless, stronger than the other charts on the hockey stick mode too. So it could just be super primed. Low liquidity across all these assets. That's for sure. Let's go over to Twitter and check out what's going on. All right, guys. If you are in here, go ahead and retweet this tweet. If you're a fan of mine, or if you like the show, and retweet this tweet. And this is just a little bit of GG's in the chat. Bookmark, don't know. All right, big news here. We do have big news here. BlackRock is urging that U.S. SEC to approve staking and tokenization for Ethereum ETFs. That's kind of a big deal. Staking is a big term. Staking is an interesting term, and it means multiple things. So I think it means, technically, it probably means one thing, but in crypto, it means. And if you were keeping up with this channel over the last 4 weeks, you are absolutely dancing on air. We've covered the Bitcoin 110 blow off, well, not blow off top, but all-time high, right? So we were prepped for that. We bought in way early on this madness. It's gone up like 700%. Some crazy shit since we started talking about it. Obviously, we're still in price discovery for Beppe. Go ahead and follow Tom Beppe. Oh, yeah. If you like low-risk meme coins on Chia and you can learn and play with a new blockchain that's probably going to take over the world one day because it's the only thing that has the tech, but maybe not, but maybe, but hopefully, but I have a lot of it now, so hopefully I believe in it. He did a giveaway for the channel yesterday. It's no longer active, but he helped me out a lot, and it was only because I was supporting his coin, which I naturally supported because I naturally knew it was awesome. Because I naturally saw, why would someone put Rat Beppe like that? Oh, wait, are you bridging to Chia? I love that. Super dope. Oh, yeah, let's go to cookies. I'm going to listen. Oh, my God. I want to listen to Orange Gooey's been kind of on a burner, on a run. He's the Tang Gang, bro. He's one of my good friends. Well, I don't know if he would say that, but I love cookies. And I would defend him with my life, and I've never actually seen him. I've seen his face on video chat, but never in person. He's a good person, and he's crazy. But we love those people. Yeah, 280 market cap, super chill, just to have fun with. Got a bunch of my friends in, having a good time with Beppe. And he was posting so much bangers last night. Hold on. In case you needed to know where the starting line for each Bermuda Capital Trust, you can do the math. First of all, follow this guy, Orange Gooey. I suggest joining the Tang Gang for real. We're going to listen to this little blurb. What happens when you take 85 of the largest companies in the world and separate out the dividend portions from the rest of the equity? We're about to find out. It's a little more nerdy, guys. But I listened to this yesterday, and oh my Lanta, I was so bullish afterwards. You know I'm a huge fan of Gene Hoffman. I don't make any qualms about it. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. Okay, understood? So go ahead and listen to this. This is the Chia blockchain. I will show you a little bit more about the Chia blockchain. Seriously, though, I do love the Chia blockchain, and a lot of this technology that they have come up with will be needed in order to, you'll see, Keep listening. Let's go.
Ultimately, about 85 of the largest companies. So what Permuto does is it takes ultimately about 85 of the largest companies in the world and separates their dividend from the rest of the equity. And so for Microsoft, that was our first one. It's kind of a real leader here. It was one of the early tech companies to add a dividend. This entire concept that tech growth companies would have dividends is really new. It used to be that like your, electric company or your oil company got big and then started paying dividends. This wasn't growing too much, but it's throwing off a bunch of money. Well, Microsoft was both growing and throwing off a bunch of money. And so even though Microsoft, and I probably get the exact numbers wrong, but it's kind of 4x'd its dividend, while it's gone down about 5x as compared to the yield because the stock has gone up so much. And so almost no one buys Microsoft for its dividend. But it turns out that the dividend separated from Microsoft stock is probably worth about $50 a share. And it would yield something between 5.5% and 7.5%, which is kind of better than American Treasury bills. So, all of a sudden there's this investor class who never would have bought Microsoft stock, who absolutely could buy. We call them dividend certificates and asset certificates. The dividend certificate is just the dividend, the asset certificate, everything else. And so we've come up with a regulatory path, and we filed this with the SEC. It's like an IPO. It's also a little bit like a direct listing, but basically what happens is we're going to build a book of people who want these two different sides. We're going to go out and pull Microsoft shares in, put them at our custodian at the U.S. Bank, and then hand out to each person who's deposited their shares one dividend certificate and one asset certificate. And so just to bring it very personal, like say you're a young investor, you're like 25, and you believe in Microsoft and Apple and Broadcom, and those are our first three that we were publicly talking about. You probably should do this and sell the dividend because the dividend is not very tax efficient. You're going to pay taxes every year. And, you're young. You're looking for the overall growth of these companies for the long term. So what you do is you sell the dividend, you take that dividend proceeds, you buy more of the asset certificate. And the way the asset certificate works, it's the dividend minus the underlying stock. So already it'll go up in Microsoft's case about 15% more per dollar. And by the way, down 15% more dollar too, compared to the underlying. And if you do this, you're talking about adding like 5 more points to it because you bought even more of the asset certificate what otherwise would have been your dividends. And as you age, you might start buying back and setting the dividend wherever you want to. Like it's 7.7% today. You might want it to be at 3, and so you buy enough dividend certificate to make it be 3. And as you retire, you sell off your asset certificate, and you now buy a bunch of dividend certificates, and that's your cash flow into retirement. So it really kind of takes the old, what you should be doing over your lifetime and makes it even more precise and easy to execute. And what's, of course, very cool about this is it trades both on the New York Stock Exchange and on the Chia blockchain. And in fact, it's much cheaper on the Chia blockchain because it turns out that it's dramatically less expensive to administer all of this using a blockchain. So it's one of these things where long-term, this product wouldn't make sense overall on just traditional rails, because just a great example of this, we pass through the tax positive treatment of the dividends. And it means we have to give you a K-1 in the United States. This is a thing you use to report your taxes. In the traditional world, we have to go spend something like $400,000 per trust to go find everybody and their social security numbers and bring that all back together. On the blockchain, one time we write an application which lets you log in with your wallet or your vault and immediately generates your K-1 from all the activity we observed on chain from your assets. So, right there, we're saving $400,000 per. So you can see where, this originally needed to be a blockchain project. It turned out that we had an opportunity to make it both and give people real training wheels. It's like, look, if you're afraid of the chain today, start over here. You'll pay twice as much of the dividend, but you'll still be getting a dividend you never could have gotten before. And as you get comfortable with it, you can move over for free. So literally you can go, it takes 24 to 48 hours, but then it'll end up that the stock that was over in your E-Trade account is actually now in your Chia wallet. So what Permuto does is it takes
pretty electric stuff. We're talking about the future of finance here. We're trying to get in on some stuff. We don't stay cornered. Gene, saving that image. Yes, please. 9 seconds if you want to dig more in. Here's another 1 minute guy. Great. Perfect for learning.
And the more you dig into it, the richer it gets. So like a good example is like if you had bought PepsiCo, a big food and beverage company here in the United States 5 years ago, and just held the stock, you would have made about 6%. But if instead you looked at it and went, I don't know if PepsiCo is going to get a high price to earnings ratio, the market's going to be weird, I'm going to buy just the dividend certificate and hold that for 5 years, you would have made about 92%.
Whoa.
And if you wanted to go a little crazy,
let's play that back.
5 years ago and just held the stock, you would have made about 6%. But if instead you looked at it and went, I don't know if PepsiCo is going to get a high price to earnings ratio, the market's going to be weird, I'm going to buy just the dividend certificate and hold that for 5 years, you would have made about 92%.
Whoa.
And if you wanted to go a little crazier and thought, no, I really think this thesis about the stock price not going up much is bad, I'm going to short the asset certificate, you made 109%. So it's this ability to kind of decompose companies into their fundamental performance and their stock price, because those aren't always exactly the same. You have times where certain companies fall out of favor, even though like GDP is growing well and the demand for Pepsi and Taco Bell remains pretty darn high. And during the period, they're throwing off more cash, so they move their dividend up. It's those kinds of scenarios where this just makes a ton of sense. So it really is kind of what we think the next major step in investing is since the ETF.
Really interesting stuff. If you don't care about that at all, that's fine. Leave that for the big boys. Huge news today, though. It's funny. And one of my friends was actually talking. No, it's zero offense to him, literally. But one of my friends was like telling me what I was asking about, maybe what I should purchase. And this coin came up yesterday. There was a hack yesterday, Sui. I don't really know much about Sui. I can do a little uppy right now while I'm looking at this. But for all the flack that Richard Hart gets, Ethereum gets, well, these things happen in all the cryptos that your mom and your dad would buy, right? The reason that I like Hex and PulseChain and those coins is because of the decentralized nature, not of the centralization of the supply. I don't care about that. I don't give a rat's crap about that. I care about making sure I don't get robbed. If I'm going to lose 99% of my money, you better believe I'm going to do it my way. And it's going to be safely lost in a decentralized account. So perma-wrecked, people destroyed, people jumping off bridges, the whole deal. This is how it is. People commit suicide because of stuff like this. That's why it's so important to me. It's important to me because everyone out there scamming and shilling everyone, this is a big version of that. But like you could have just had honor and done it the right way and done it the hard way. And then that's kind of like why I like Chia too. Like Chia kind of did the honorable thing. They started their own blockchain. They wrote their own code. They created new math and they made something that was technologically better. But everyone thinks Bitcoin is technologically better and it's not. It's slow. No one uses Bitcoin on chain. No one buys anything with Bitcoin. It's scary as hell to send. It's super slow. Everyone that buys Bitcoin buys wrapped Bitcoin on Coinbase or on Ethereum in the decentralized wallet. I hardly can find a real human in this world that I talk to in person that uses Bitcoin on chain. Yes, I know people that use Bitcoin on chain. Yes, I have used Bitcoin on chain very rarely, and I would hope to God I don't have to do it again. Because that'll be the scariest 30 minutes of your life sending that bitch. Excuse my language. Sage Wallet, if you want to deal in the XEH world, they're very helpful and nice, and they're not like dumper lifers. They're just a bunch of devs, people building, inspired real people. Building is primary focus over there. All right. Let's keep moving. See if anything pops out at us. Crypto thrives as traditional markets falter. Oh, yeah, there was some bond thing last night. Let me invite Sam Stoll on stream real quick. Why can't I look at my messages anymore? I don't understand. My messages are all lagged up. Hold on a second. What are the steps to buy Chia? Well, first things first, there you can swap ETH. I primarily swapped my ETH on Base and used a bridge to bridge directly from Base to Chia. Okay, so and again, Chia is a more long-term diamond hand holder play, take over the world, 2 XCH equals 1 BTC kind of deal. Hold on. There's a couple ways you can do it. You can go on crypto.com and buy XCH and send it to Sage Wallet. That's what I would do. That's what I don't use centralized exchanges anymore. For the most part, like even to offboard, like I avoid it. Nice work on the stream over on Twitch. Oh, we got 2 on Twitch. That's what I'm talking about. I hope everyone is doing absolutely fantastic. We have 187 live in here, and we are having a good time. Excuse me. So, where were we? Yeah, so if that answers your question, let me know if that answers your question. So you can do it that way, or you can swap ETH on Base using a bridge straight to Chia. In 9mm is the exchange that I use to swap. They have liquidity on XCH and wrap XCH and wrap FA. Obviously, you need wrapped XCH in order to bridge to actual XCH in a bridge. So Base 9mm, I can drop links. If you ask more questions, I will. Ethereum's working on 2,700, guys. Kind of a big deal. It's not the sexiest thing to talk about right now because it's limp. But if this thing blows the 5Gs, brother, you best believe our faces are melting off. If this thing hits all-time highs, brother, I think we'll be more like here at the end of this cycle, 12 to 18 to 20. People often undershoot when the time is right, and they should overshoot. It's like easier to think in hindsight everything will go up forever, but like it's easier to realize. I don't know. I kind of forgot what I was saying, but just make sure we are close. People say, "Oh, Bitcoin's down, Ethereum's down forever." What the hell are you talking about, dude? We have $2,500 Ethereum. We were buying $12 Ethereum freaking yesterday. I mean, $200 Ethereum freaking yesterday. So, yeah, let's check out the watch list real quick before we look back at anything else. So, yeah, Sui got destroyed. A hacker pulled all that liquidity. So many people destroyed. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. The best performer in the 24 hours by a god shot is P-Dye by 1 million. Parabola. I didn't even know charts could go straight up. I thought it had to move to the right. Oh, it doesn't? I follow the numbers. People see this $85,000 in liquidity and it scares them away. You want to see something crazy? $85,000. DIW pulse 75,000, DIW pulse 62,000, DI 4.1. So yeah, there's like a couple 100,000 sitting in there, and that's just on P. I mean, that's just on PulseX. For some reason, whatever that other, somebody's playing around with the liquidity and keeping things fresh and tight. And like, there's a bot. There's definitely a bot on this or something like, and but this is super high risk. This is super high risk. Like, this is like, for me, this is normal. This is like every day in the park for me. But in general, if you have children, family, obligations, things of that nature, this is absolutely devastatingly high risk, a super leverage. But sometimes that's how crypto works. This chart reminds me of the Hex chart. I haven't seen a chart like it since. Hey, I'm glad I could clear up your question about XCH. I'm glad to know. Yeah, PDI is doing absolutely wild things. It cannot stop. I've been watching this thing like a hawk. And I'm telling you, this thing eats up sell pressure like it's nobody's business, dude. People be dumping. Let's look. 174 buys. Most of the buys you'll see are like 200 to 300. That's kind of where the slippage kind of doesn't pop at all. Yeah, but we got little shrimps, dude, selling and buying. Like, there's little shrimpies. We got big buys. But you can see this very heavy liquidity trading, like botted. I don't exactly know the verbiage for that. But the second there's a sell, I mean, the thing hammers away 11 buys right behind it. Look, 357, sunk back in, 38, sunk back in, 224, one, you know, pretty crazy. Does the chart are good on spot? I don't see this good on future. I don't understand the question. I need a little bit more of a detailed question there. Let's go back to Bitcoin. We're testing all-time highs right now. I'm going to put on some music. We're testing all-time highs right now. Let's see if we can hit them, dude. This is the moment when things change. This is the moment. If this blows off top, now anything can happen. So don't get it twisted. I don't know what's going to exactly happen, but if it blows off top, guess what? We're singing Mariah Carey, boy. We are singing high notes, hi hats. If this Bitcoin jumps up to like 120, hi hat, ha! You have no idea. I'm going to be dancing, singing, screaming, dopamine, the devil's juice.
Tribe of Noise Music.
We are at 111.29 thousand. We tested 111.40. Please God, blow off top. Please God, Ethereum 2700. Please.
Tribe of Noise Music.
I've been holding Ethereum forever. For 5 years, more or less. Same prices.
Tribe of Noise
And
Music.
that's when you know it's time to go. And it's already so behind on the... It doesn't really matter what Bitcoin does as long as it moves forward. And if you're into PulseChain, PulseX, all that stuff, Hex, anything really that is going to stick around, you need to not be hiding your cash from it because these prices are never going to be seen again. I am just being honest with you guys. Just like before Pulse came out, all that stuff. Price discovery is when the price never returns. And then there is no stoppage. There is no liquidity above. People stop selling. And of course it'll crash 70%, but that delta it will be a lot higher than that previous low. And you are going to feel very weird about the amount of pulse you're buying per $100 rather than before where you were buying $3 million for $100 and you're going to be buying $200,000 for $100 or $300,000 for $100. And then maybe it'll drop to, you know, blah, 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 blah. You know the deal. We're looking for a 12K Bitcoin right now.
Tribe of Noise Music. 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 Tribe of Noise Music.
So just give, oh my Jesus.
Tribe of Noise Music.
Dumper Patrol. Watch ETH fall all the way back down to 2,600, right when it starts going negative on Bitcoin. Everyone's literally, the traders lose faith in that second, and they start selling. It's sick. It's disgusting.
Tribe of Noise Music.
Woo! It's getting hot, boys. Traders are getting so smoked on shorts right now. I mean, on longs right now. This is a dangerous zone to be doing any of that business.
Tribe of Noise Music. Tribe of Noise Music. Tribe of Noise Music. Tribe of Noise Music.
Interesting stuff, guys. Remember, we're interoperable. So when someone gets hacked, guess what? He's bridging over to Ethereum, and he's now holding $60 million worth of Ethereum. So he stole $60 million, and now he's holding an asset that pumps our bags. Let's go.
Tribe of Noise Music. Tribe of Noise Music. Tribe of Noise Music.
So what do you guys think about PDOT? Like, am I an asshole for talking about this stuff? I know I missed the whole thing in the beginning.
Noise Music.
Am I like a dickhead? Like, what's up with that? What do you guys think about PDOT? I have no idea about it. I just follow trading volume. I'm a trading volume little sniper guy. Like, I just saw the numbers and I happened to be around when the dip happened and I just went,
Tribe of Noise Music.
I always watch the 1 second chart on Solana just because it's DeFi and it's actually on chain and it keeps up with the price almost exactly with the spot price for the thickest liquidity. So I find it easier to watch.
Tribe of Noise Music.
And it kind of helps me understand like liquidity providing more. Like the more you look at this stuff and you realize like nobody's sitting on the other end of that snacking buy every time. These are positions And again, I'm not a pro at regular finance. I never messed with regular finance. I never cared. I always thought I just wanted to be in the newer stuff. And that's where we're at now. And learning these skills is critical. Yeah, if you're not somebody who sits at your computer a lot, like I also...
Tribe of Noise Music.
Peter, he's so smoked. He got so smoked by me. I literally bought the Pete I bought him in B Roots. Flamed me. I hadn't talked to him in forever. First thing he says, and I met this guy in real life.
Tribe of Noise Music.
He's nice in real life. I mean, he's nice. But we call it how we see it here.
Tribe of Noise Music.
Hold on, I'll pull up the thing and show you. It's great. Let's go, brother. Just realized we're in different time zones. You said 9. I'm here at 8:54. It's 11 a.m. Eastern, baby. I'm in DC. I'm a DC cat. I'm holding it down for Gene.
Tribe of Noise Music.
Give me 1 second. I'm going to find the tweet.
Tribe of Noise Music. Tribe of Noise Music. Tribe of Noise Music.
Okay, so I tweeted. I was coming back to crypto, and you can clip this if you want. But I was coming back to crypto and observing some coins and having a little fun and moving some stuff around. I had some stakes to take out. And I mentioned that I bought PDI, and this was April 21st, 2025. Let's go over to the chart and see where we were at April 21st, 2025. April 21st is right here. Okay, so if you faded, and I posted all this stuff, so I mean, I posted it. I said, today I have purchased PDI for this conversation. I was taking stakes out. I bought some HOA, PLSP, which went to $1. It was at 40 cents when I bought it. But they were doing like something specific, so don't get into that. PLSP pools are done. They did a bridge to another thing, and don't do it at the moment. I took out 4 stakes, went long. Moon King, first thing he says, coming in mad late with the wrong plays, bro. Are you in B Roots' paid group? Are you in B Roots' little circle of jerky of scamming kids, even though he has kids and a family? Because I'm not. I'm not in that game. I don't do that. I never will. So, this guy is killing me, dude. Pulse Goat is such a goat. He's a relentless goat. He's a relentless goat. Yeah, so, and then I said, naturally, I don't operate like a Moon King. This was many moons ago. And then PDI is such garbage. Let's just see some of the sentiment at the time. I was loving it. Hell yeah. That's me. Sorry, I gotta unmute people. I'm used to mute people back in the day, and a lot of them stay muted, so it's usually no offense, seriously. Yeah, so then I obviously made a boatload of money on that, while B Roots told everyone in his paid group probably to fade, and then he bought my bags. Thanks for buying my bags, bro. My 6 milli PDI. I mean, come on. Get smoked. And then he got all pissed at me. But that's kind of, I just like to show the ethos of the channel. Like, I don't hate on anyone. I don't hate on anyone for no reason, right? I'm hating on people because I don't like new crypto users with $750 in their bank account getting scammed by a dude who calls himself the Moon King or the XUSD shill or the rack attack or the Matty all in and sacrifice bonus or any of this shit. I don't like it. I don't like it. I think life would be better without it, and I think people would be less scammed without it, less confused. If everyone just used their platform to like be themselves, the world would be a better place. And that's what we're getting. People will realize this in time as well. Like, don't get it twisted. People will realize that they blew their shot at a transparent, like real good platform in the future when this is all like just a distant memory. And they'll be like, I remember the guys that wouldn't sell out. And I don't even know where the guys are that did, because they're in a different industry scamming someone else, because that's all they do. Scammers are rampant. But we need to be more like this, guys. Unite the regular folk. Pulse go. All right, so listen. Pulse Goat wants my Icosa take. Why don't I just do it live? Because I don't know, dude. I've been trying to reach out to Alex. I like to get a little insight before. I mean, let's just look on Icosa on PulseChain, right? And I have Icosa stakes, Watsa stakes, Hedron stakes, everything stakes that I've never taken out since the day that I put them in. So if anybody wants this shit to work, I want it to work. So I am not, if I talk bad about it, just don't think, I'm not a fodder, dude. I have all the bags. I had this stuff when it was $1 straight up, and I staked it, perma-wrecked, right? But it'll all come back. Time value of money. Let's look at a little deeper chart here. Let's see how it's correcting versus everything else. Yeah, same old, dude. It's going to do the exact same run everything else does. But look, Pulse Goat. You might know this, but oh, I'm not looking at the chart. Pulse Goat, you might know this, but stick with me. I don't know enough about you to know what you know. There's no liquidity here, right? That's good. You like that. You want that when you're talking about a coin that nobody knows about. All right, so that's good. People will say, why do you ever buy a coin that had twice that? Guess what? When I bought PDI, it had 20K in liquidity. You buy coins when they have no liquidity. You buy coins when no one is trading them. You buy coins that have product market fit and are completely programmable code published on the internet. You buy Icosa on PulseChain. I mean, I haven't bought it yet, but I mean, you're helping me out by keeping me aligned. Keeping me aligned with that, because guess what? If there's arbitrage opportunities within this pool is 200K away from an absolutely people trading in and out of it for everything again, and it just zoop takes nothing to bring it back up. Right? So this is lunch money. Maybe like 3 days worth of lunch money on something like this can turn into 3 nice vehicles at the end of the run. Literally, something like that, right? Because no one's talking about it and no one's buying it. You know what? Give me a second. I'm buying it right now. I'll do a little buy, see how it puts out on the chart. $0.33 network fee, pretty high. Let's see if it does anything to the chart. Oh, there's my candle. Oh, there she goes. We're dialed. We're pumping the price, guys. We pumped the price. Yeah, but see, no, you can't really do a thick buy on this, and that's good. That's what you want if you're a new person, if you're early to stuff. Everyone, the only thing about I like Icosa more than Hedron because I know people have Hedron dumpers forever because I do. It's the same thought I have here, right? I tell people that incentive token is going to outperform every other token on PulseChain because I kind of know it will because of the supply. You know how many people that I know that dumped millions and 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 millions of dollars into PulseChain and PulseX in the sacrifice phase for overvaluated hex at the time? They get to dump on your face for the rest of your life. Incentive token, you actually have to mint, and there's a process. You got to LP and you earn the token. So the supply is, you understand? If you understand, stick with me. If not, and you feel me? So Icosa is getting my stamp. I'm gonna do a little DCA today, a couple times, see what's up, and then that's that. And like stuff like that can really change your dynamic. If something blows against everything because no one's been using it, but it has the inherent same value, right? Icosa has value if you know the hex ecosystem and you know how the auctions work and all that blah, 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 blah. Yes, it has value, but it hasn't caught up to the value because there's no money on the ticker yet, right? You'd have to be kind of like, oh, I guess I'll spend 100, you know what I mean? So, but when that thing has a pool of 300,000 and you can get in and out of 5 or 10 or 20K easily without any crazy dips, like that's what you want. You find pools when they're thin. You sell when they're thick. Buy into pools when Moon King is telling everyone it's a bad idea. Buy into those pools. And fade the pools that, oh, we have this new coin, it's coming out, you're going to get the best deal. They don't give a shit if you get the best deal. I want you to get the best deal. You know why? Because then you'll like my channel more. Because I don't get paid to do shit. I just like when people like my channel and appreciate the way I'm going about it. Because I do think I'm right. And I have extreme conviction about all of the plays because I pay attention, I look at them, and I learn about the community, and I've been in the community for years. 6 years. I was in this community before it launched. I waited for years and years and years for PulseChain to come out while I had thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in that sacrifice, not knowing if it would work out. So some people kind of deserve boom, 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 boom. Hey, Pulse Goat. I don't know how long you've been in the community or crypto or whatever, but staking is great at the bottom. Everything's great at the bottom, but always have liquid. Always have liquid for the sell. Last cycle taught us that. The reason the price ran so hard is because nobody was selling for a couple of different metrics, which I'm not going to explain right now. Staking, blah, 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 blah. But if I had even a percentage of what I had staked at the top, I would probably have a larger home that I was sitting in at the moment. So I fell victim to not being prepared with liquid. These things are bubbles. They bubble out. They overvalue, and then they drop back down. So make sure liquid is key. Everyone wants you to stake it. Everyone wants you to hold it. Everyone wants you to LP. And yes, LPing is amazing in certain circumstances, but so just stick with me. Pulse Good, I really do appreciate your interactions on the channel. I love, like, I can tell he's a real person. He's got a real picture. Like, he asks real questions. He posts real stuff. Oh, let's actually go to his thing right here. This is Pulse Good. Follow him. And if you're in the YouTube chat, make sure you give him some biceps. He seems like a young, I don't know how young you are, dude. That's kind of weird for me to say that because I'm 31. But he seems like a bright fella thinking about Icosa at these levels. I know a guy that's like that. I know a guy that's like that, 242. Hey, go ahead and retweet this tweet if you're in here, or if you're in the X chat. Go ahead and retweet the stream you're watching. It would help me a lot. I would really appreciate it. We got 100 subscribers yesterday, 100 more subscribers yesterday, which was probably the most I've had since I was in one day since I was streaming last year, which pumped me up, dude. It made me so happy. Oh shit! It made me so happy. And the guys from Beppe did a giveaway from me, or the founder of Beppe did a giveaway. I mean, for my channel, I guess. It was just a small amount, but it was so fun, interactive. I love streaming. I would like to be a streamer. I would like to be a streamer who never sells out. That is my goal, to document my journey and to help others learn, because I have more time at the computer than you do, period. I don't have anything I have to do. I have a project that I'm working on at the house, but other than that, so I get to observe and look at these things. A lot of people have to go to work. Trust me, if you're going to work every day, you are not able to keep up with this. It's not possible. You can listen and be ready, but you can't, like, I wouldn't be like trading around and figuring out which asset is going to go up in the most in value. Like, I would just be holding because you're bringing in income from that direction. But here, I think I put his stuff in here, didn't I? No, did I not? I think I did. Yeah, so moral of the story, guys, move authentically and move. You'll always feel like you're not getting anywhere. You'll always feel like you're not getting enough traction. You'll always feel like you have to lie to someone to make them. You don't. There is a group for you. There's a group for everyone. Just give me one more minute, guys. I'm going to look up I don't care. My channel's not monetized on YouTube, so I can watch. Until I am monetized, I can watch whatever outlets I want for crypto news. So let's watch. I think other stuff has been going on. We'll get you some crypto news real quick. Like, U.S. Senate votes to advance the stable bill. Yeah, let's actually take a peek at that. That's important. I do want people to kind of realize this is a movement. Stable coins are about to funnel into the blockchain, and all your bags are going to go up. Period. End of story. Unless there's some unconstitutional shit that goes down. And if there were to be, first of all, it would only be short term because there's ways around everything in crypto. Maybe not everyone knows how, but the guys that are good at it know how to. I could sell anywhere, anything at any time. I know bridges for everything. I know loopholes for everything. You can't figure this stuff out if you're an institution. Like, what single dudes that can figure out how to like spin up a website and bridge? So they have to like go with the masses. So this is a big power play for them. Let's see what's going on. Everyone's excited about this bill. Yeah, dude. Thanks for being you, dude. I like your style. Money printer, go burr, Adam. Adam gets it. Hey, Adam, do you get it? Seems like you get it. Let's go ahead and play this video. The Genius Act to regulate stablecoins, making a big win for crypto. A big win or a big confusion? Big win for us, but I think with the legislation in place in the United States right now, where they are going to make the constitutional decisions about these matters, period.
Tribe of Noise Music.
Embrace. They're embracing us as opposed to chasing after us and prosecuting us.
Hold on 1 second. I want it to buffer. In the meantime, though, if you're watching the stream on X, press the retweet button. If you're in the YouTube chat, smash the like button. I want to know if Bitcoin, let me check the Bitcoin price while I'm speaking. We're at 111.25. So 111.25. And we'll check on all the prices again in a little bit. These things move fast, guys. Stay sharp. Oh, that's a huge buy. What the? Dude, dump 21K worth of pulse. That's gay. Oop, not good. Anyway, that's buffered. Let's go.
And now we're getting legislation. And so, it's a huge tailwind for the industry, not just for Galaxy, but the whole industry. And we plan on taking advantage of it.
That was Mike Novogratz of Galaxy cheering the changing regulatory regime for the crypto industry, which could see even more changes as soon as today. Stablecoin legislation is expected to clear the Senate this week. Stablecoins underpin most of the $3.3 trillion market for Bitcoin. The so-called Genius Act would require stablecoins to hold reserves of liquid, safe assets like treasury bills. Issuers would also have to follow anti-money laundering and terrorism finance rules and to give holders of coins priority to recoup their money in the event of a bankruptcy. Joining us to break down what this means for the broader crypto space, we have Kavita Gupta, Delta Blockchain Fund founder and general partner, and still with me is Amy Wu Silverman of RBC. Kavita, great to have you on this morning. Talk to me about the stablecoin legislation and what it signals specifically for crypto investors.
Thank you, guys. I think it's a very first good start move with this administration, especially because it's a bipartisan deal where we are saying, hey, let's legalize having stable coins, but let's put very strong and very good, positive and very structured rules around it that, hey, if you want to issue stable coins, you have to hold treasury bills. You have to have some sort of a collateral to support that you're not going to disappear. Also, at the same time, there is certain sort of transparency and accountability around it, which people can check what sort of a percentage of treasury bonds do you have. We have seen that trend, which has been questioned by SEC 2 years, 3 years back, by Tether and Circle and different different treasury bills circulations. And I think the accounting has always been a question, what is acceptable or not acceptable. So finally having a very positive, structured rules and regulations around the around stablecoin I think is a very big path forward and is a big crypto win.
Yeah, and I wonder from your perspective, too, about the dissolution of some of the headwinds to the bill. The two main ones that I've heard come up are big tech companies issuing their own stable coins, which seems to have been a headwind that has resolved itself. But then the other concern is the president profiting from crypto specifically. How are you thinking about that as a risk to the legitimacy of crypto going forward?
I think when we think of stablecoin, it is not a crypto which anybody or any token like Solana or like any of the 2,000, 10,000 tokens which we have, any private company can just go issue and create a value associated with it. We have to put stablecoin in a different basket. Stablecoin are US or European or Indian, like whatever currency you take, it is a government issues currency backed and it is pegged to it 1:1. So I think it is very different than the two issues which you highlighted. The first issue which you highlighted is very clean, that can private companies like Meta or Square or any other tech finance company can issue their own coins? Yes, they can. They can do the stable coins with the right regulations, but that is also very similar to digital payment system, which we are already using. When I do Venmo, I'm using digital payment system. Can they do their own crypto? That is not in the stablecoin basket. The other question which you asked about President Trump's benefiting from it, I think if it's a stablecoin payment system, it's a fair game. Anybody and everybody can do that. But if it is about launching your own crypto, again, that's a different basket. And if it's a conflict of interest where the president, knowing everything, what regulations are coming, is participating in a financial deal, then yes, it is a very clear conflict of interest.
Yeah, and just zooming out beyond stablecoins, just to crypto in general, Kavita, can you talk to me about how that potential conflict of interest reads into consumer sentiment, investor sentiment around crypto? And I guess, is that a potential headwind in your view to a wider adoption of cryptocurrencies?
It is a big question. I mean, on one side, I want to look at it positively, saying that we are seeing the biggest, like the first president of United States, who is very positive about blockchain and crypto, is actually having his extended family participating in creating a lot of products around it and having commercial, financial interest into it. So is that a positive long-term vision around it? Yes. But at the same time, if it stays within the extended family without having any conflict of interest from the government position, that is much better. Because when we start seeing...
Let's go. Guys, let's go. I want to watch some. You want to see desperation at its finest? You want to see a dude who's been planting his face all over the internet for the longest time, acting so uber smart, and he got Terra Luna smashed. Didn't destroy his reputation. I am massively overweight on Sui. Raoul Paul discloses over 70% of his portfolio is in Sui. This is the problem, guys. This dude probably actually is smart, but he thinks this is not DeFi. He does not think this is DeFi. He thinks there's an insurance policy, just like everyone thought that when they lost all their money to Celsius. And everyone thought that when they lost all their money to BlockFi, and when they lost all their money to FTX. They all lost. This is why crypto markets go up. People make hundreds of millions of dollars and they lose it to the public, to a scam wick, to a rug, to one liquidity pool getting rugged, and they have no idea what they're doing. Let's watch this. Absolute breakdown. This dude's on the fence right now, guys. Pray for him and his children.
I'm massively overweight, Sui.
Oversold.
Massively.
Can I ask you, percentages wise, more or less?
I'm definitely over 70% Sui. And that's not anything to do with the foundation that I'm on. That's my just capital allocation of my savings. And simple.
I would love you to spam this tweet. If you're in here, spam this tweet. It's me posting my stream of us watching.
Not because I'm on the foundation
right
and people are like, hey, he's just shilling his coin. It's because the fucking chart of Solana, Sui versus Solana broke out. And Solana was the strongest horse in the race. Christian, who's the head of the foundation, his opening question now to projects that want to work with Sui is like, well, show me the path to 1 billion users. Right, because it's built for that scale. And if you're leading with questions like that, is like, yeah, okay, it's interesting you building this, whatever, but is this going to bring me 1 billion users? If it's not of high priority.
This is so stupid for saying, like, how cocky was he? There's 1 billion users. Dude, good luck getting 1 billion users to do anything except stare at a TikTok with a girl with big boobs. Like, what planet are you on? And how you just don't care if your life is over. You don't care if your reputation's destroyed. I mean, maybe it's just something I need to learn. Like, you can destroy your reputation 100 times and no one cares, but not in the world that I live in. The world that I live in, people say, nope, that's that scammer dude. I'd like to stay away from him. Wait, that's that dude that told everyone to put their life savings in Sui. Ought to stay away from that guy. Okay, I want to see some biceps in the chat if you're resonating with what I'm saying at all. We're literally at 112 Bitcoin and crypto still doesn't care. Nobody cares. Blow off top, euphoria. It's all about to happen. Search volume, everything volume, crazy. Everyone will forget 3 months later, everything will go down and they'll all remember, except a few people will have made the money from it. And this dude lost all the cash, bro. RIP to this guy. F's in the chat.
I'm massively overweight, Sui.
Oversold.
Massively.
Can I ask you, percentages wise, more or less?
I'm definitely over 70% Sui. And that's not anything to do with the foundation that I'm on. That's my just capital allocation of my savings. And simple. It's not because I'm on the foundation and people are like, hey, he's just shilling his coin. It's because the fucking chart of Solana, Sui versus Solana broke out. and Solana was the strongest horse in the race. Christian, who's the head of the foundation, his opening question now to projects that want to work with Sui is like, well, show me the path to 1 billion users. Right? Because it's built for that scale. And if you're leading with questions like that, is like, yeah, okay, it's interesting you building this, whatever, but is this going to bring me 1 billion users? If it's not of high priority. And so their mindset is really big. And they back it up by, all of the projects that they've been launching. So, I've been privileged to be on the foundation to see the inner workings of an amazing group of people and see how they all come together. They're basically all ex-Facebook and Google. And they're very smart. They understand scale. They understand how to solve really difficult things, Walrus, stuff like that. It's super interesting. It's got all of the hallmarks of a massively growing ecosystem, massive growing number of users, massive growing number of applications. Have they had the big breakout application yet? No. But there will be one this cycle, and that'll be the first start of the bigger narrative.
Oh, there will be a breakout application. There'll be the sick LP pool you can make sick gains in. You can do this thing called pulling it all out at one time, because only one guy has most of it. Absolutely electric stuff. I love seeing stuff like that. People that flaunt their face on the internet and lie for years. These guys are rich. They have these channels. They make money from them. They have these networks. They sponsor these stupid things. I am massive. Oh my God. Just retweet for days.
Massive.
Let's just retweet for days. Mock chains. Mock chains everywhere. Classic. Hold on one second. Let me put on the next segment. If you want just like constant streaming crypto news and updated price talk and like emergency sell talk, just watch this channel while you're at work, because I don't care about the copyright strikes, because guess what? I ball so hard.
As Bitcoin hits those new highs, investors are still awaiting the stablecoin bill, see whether it will make its way through the Senate. Joining us now to discuss that bill and much more, White House AI and crypto czar David Sachs. David, good to see you again. I actually want to start on AI here, because Jensen Huang talking to me earlier this month about these chip curbs, mentioning it again from Computex in Taipei this week. The idea that maybe they're not working, that we ought to just like compete, get China, everybody else into our ecosystem. When America competes, America wins. What's your thinking, the administration's thinking on the usefulness of some of these chip curbs?
Well, John, good to be here. So on the chip curbs or export controls, I think there's strong bipartisan consensus in Washington not to let China have our most advanced semiconductors, because there's a potential dual use to the technology. But I think that Jensen's right with respect to the rest of the world. We want the rest of the world using our semiconductors, building on the American tech stack, as opposed to creating an opportunity for Huawei to come in and create a Huawei Belt and Road. So I think we need to revise the export controls with respect to rest of the world, but I think we have to keep them for China.
And what do we do about power? Elon Musk was on our air with our David Faber just yesterday, talking about what he's trying to build out with quite a few Blackwells and the challenge of getting enough power to actually make those AI factories happen. What kind of policy is going to really benefit that in a way that's sustainable?
Well, John, I think the president has spelled it out. We need to unleash the American power industry. We need a lot more electricity in the United States. We need to make it easier to permit. We need to drill, baby, drill, as the president said, and we've got to build, baby, build. We got to build these data centers. So I think the Trump administration wants to get all of these regulations out of the way. They want to alleviate the bottlenecks, and I think that's just the direction we just got to keep going in.
Now let's talk stable coins. There's this bill trying to make its way through the Senate. What's your take on the concerns, certainly on the Democrat side of the aisle, that there aren't enough safeguards here to keep maybe the president himself and his family from benefiting from this kind of legislation?
Well, so first,
Since when do people talk about the president benefiting from legislation? Like, what the hell is this dude talking? Like, I don't watch the news at all, so this is like shocking to me. But why weren't you saying that about Biden when we were funding Ukraine? Why didn't you say that about anyone? Now we're talking about making the world more decentralized and funneling money in, and you're going to say, huh? The topic of your news is going to be, how do we make sure the president doesn't need your stable coins? He's a president. He can do what the hell? And he's the rich president. Our other presidents were fake rich and then actually got rich once they got into office. This dude on the left's pure demon scum. He thinks being an actor on this show is the best he can do. You can do better, bro. You can do better, bro. I can see it, bro. You can do better, bro.
First of all, we have significant bipartisan support for this. I think 15 Democrats voted for the bill to pass this key procedural threshold of cloture, which means there'll be no filibuster against the bill. We have every expectation now that it's going to pass. And I think the reason it's going to pass is because stablecoins offer a new, more efficient, cheaper, smoother payment system, new payment rails for the U.S. economy. It also extends the dominance of the dollar online, and it also creates billions of dollars or trillions of dollars of demand for our treasury. So I think for all these reasons, the stablecoin bill is going to pass, and it's going to pass with significant bipartisan support.
How long do you think before stablecoin would start to really have that dollar support effect you're talking about?
I mean, I think it'll be immediate. So we already have over $200 billion.
Does this dude think this is P-Dye, bro? This dude literally thinks it's P-Dye, but like this dude on so the guy on the left's dumb, but he's like based by saying that because it kind of makes sense, but he doesn't know why it shouldn't make sense. He doesn't know about reserves. And then the guy on the right is basically telling you like, yeah, we just have fake infinite leverage money that we collateralize. Oh, it's immediately $1. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? What a funny question. Is it going to get $1? Yeah, it's the U.S. government.
In dollars, in stable coins, is just unregulated. And I think that if we provide the legal clarity and legal framework for this, I think we could create trillions of dollars of demand for our treasuries practically overnight, very quickly.
I understand that you have argued that it was important in this trip through the Middle East just now, making some of the deals, particularly around AI, that the administration did to get in there versus China, Belt and Road style, doing it as well. What do you say to the criticism that there's some moral ambiguity around the dealings with the likes of Saudi Arabia, given some of the headlines we've had about that regime's actions over the last few years?
Well, I don't buy it. I mean, here's the thing. These countries are extremely resource rich. They're energy rich, and they have the largest sovereign wealth funds in the world. If we don't partner with them, they're going to be forced into China's arms, and they want to partner with us. They want to build they're on the American tech stack. They don't want to be building on the Chinese tech stack. So I think it's in our interest to partner with these countries and to have them be the piggy bank for our AI efforts, not China's.
So back to the AI question. What kind of scale do you think is necessary for AI to be successful policy-wise in the U.S.? And is your sense that the administration is thinking about that as they're addressing big tech in ways that they don't want Europe to necessarily hit us, but it's unclear how much M&A and how much size is going to be allowed here?
Well, I think we want to win the AI race. That's the bottom line, John. And I think we're going to do what's necessary in terms of building, in terms of creating more power, in terms of supporting innovation. I think we're going to do all those things. America has to win the AI race. If we don't, it'll be very bad for our economy. It'll be very bad for our military. So I think we're going to do what's necessary to win this race.
Senate expected to vote on an important crypto bill this week. It's known as the
Super interesting stuff. Senator Cynthia Loomis, stablecoins aren't the future, they're present. Digital asset can facilitate payments $365 a year without extra cost. The Genius Act is a game changer for everyone, from small businesses. Yeah, it is. Let's see what she... Let's read in on this. I thought she was going to be a Karen. Sorry. She proved me wrong already.
It's a watershed moment in how we approach digital finance while also preserving the institutions that have served our nation for decades. Digital assets are the future, and it is our responsibility to ensure the United States continues to lead the way. The uncomfortable reality is that our payment system is outdated. Many of our financial rails date back to the 1970s and 80s, before the internet transformed how we live and work. When a small business owner in Cheyenne uses a traditional payment system to send a payment to a supplier overseas, they face up to 10 days and 2 to 5% transaction fees. This isn't just inconvenient, it's a complete disadvantage to American businesses. But digital assets changed all that. Stablecoins can complete these same transactions in seconds at a fraction of the cost.
I don't think it's much about the speed. Like, I'm pretty sure TradFi would be considered like faster than crypto, right? So maybe speed, she's a little off, but she knows what she's talking about. It's more about the 24/7, 365 access for humans. You should be able to trade goods and assets and currencies whenever you so please. One market. Oh my God, Beppe is mooning again. Oh my God, price discovery is so good. Yesterday we did a giveaway for XCH. As you can see up top right, this isn't on PulseChain. This is not PulseChain necessarily related. I don't like meme coins on EVMs. So when I found Beppe, I was all in because I like Tom Beppe. I think he seems awesome. And he did a giveaway for me. And when coins look like this, I don't care about shilling it. It's got a 250K market cap. You can't really, what are you going to do? Lose $100? Oh, cry me a river. $100 in crypto, people, that dude just lost 93 million. And this is going to be unrecognizably in price, and everyone will hope to God that they just stop hearing me talk about it. Because there's nothing here. It's just friends having fun with Chia. People that have Chia are always cool with crypto because they've made it over there. If you've made it to Chia, you're a smart cryptoian. And then people that have their stuff over there, they're not really seller people over there. It's not like spam selling. It's more of like community building and like slow entry. So that's why Beppe is the official meme coin of my channel, and nobody's paid me to do that. All I did was buy a position and tweet it out and tell everyone I liked it. And after I looked into it, of course, for a couple of days and like kind of checked in with some people about Tom Beppe and checked in with a couple things. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a safe play for a risk on market being about to go. Period. End of story. I mean, and I can say that because of this, not in spite of it. Something has $9,000 in liquidity. That means it's not someone's day job to ruin your life. 7 buys and 7 sells. It's not someone's day job to ruin your life. They're just community building. And they're burning tokens and they're doing all the fun stuff that you do. And Beppe, look at the art. It just all worked for me. And I wish hold on. Look at that God candle. She was dropping. Now she's hot with the God candle. Yeah, so long Beppe, so long. I would long my life on it. But I'm just joking when I say just a smaller amount of money. Like some coins are, if you're going to buy ETH, don't buy $100 worth. You know, buy $100,000 worth or 20, whatever your price range is. But if you're going to buy Beppe, just buy $100 worth, and then let the community grow for you. And it's just like that with all the other stuff, right? But when things are new, I don't mind talking about them. Like PDI drops to 99%. I don't mind talking about it because everyone already got nuked and I never even heard of it. So I'm free to talk about it. Just like that one guy who just lost all his money in Sui. You feel me? And where's Jack LeBen? He's dodging me like an ex-girlfriend right now. I'm going to put on a little light music and see if we can hit all-time highs real quick. Manifest it, guys. Manifest this all-time high real quick. Please manifest. Manifestation.
Tribe of Noise Music. 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 Tribe of Noise Music.
Manifestation.
Tribe of Noise Music.
Manifestation. Manifestation. Manifestation.
Tribe of Noise Music. 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 Tribe of Noise Music.
What's up, Space Kids? How are you doing, brother? Good to see you in here. Smash the like, love you. Good to see you. Miss you. How have you been?
Tribe of Noise Music. 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 Tribe of Noise Music.
Make sure you smash the like in here if you're in here. We're watching Bitcoin hit all-time highs right now. Live. Bitcoin is hitting all-time highs.
Tribe of Noise Music.
Are going to explode. Just wait for Ethereum to blow through 3,500 into the 5K range and all your favorite
Tribe of Noise Music.
Explode. Topping out about 2 months later. Full max Q4. Make sure you get out. Hopefully the bridges work.
Tribe of Noise Music.
Let's go. We're having fun. Financial revolution. Let's go.
Tribe of Noise Music. 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 Tribe of Noise Music.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now, Space Case? Please let me know. I hate when my audio is bad. I'm sorry for the ratio being off. Space Case? Can you hear me? Perfect. Thank you, Space Case. If you're in here and you can hear me, if you're in the X chat, if you're anywhere and you can see this and you want to interact with my stream, get more people in here, watch us break through all-time highs, watch us take over the world financially, and have good times with memes, I would say you retweet that tweet and you comment below in the YouTube chat so I know you were here when I came back. And so when we're all at the top dancing and singing, I could be like, these are my bros. Holler.
Tribe of Noise Music. Tribe of Noise Music. Tribe of Noise Music.
Higher! Retweet the tweets below. Let's get going. Let's break the internet. Another thing people don't realize about the PulseChain community is it dominates Twitter. We could literally take over all of Twitter. People don't even see it yet. Last cycle, we were like 10%. This cycle, we're already seeing like 20%. Everyone that has anything to do with anything gets spammed by us. Let's make it 100%. All we have to do is click people's shit that's actually good, retweet it, share it, and then it's over, boys, because it's probably over either way. But that's just the icing on top. Let's go, people. What's going on, Mazzoli8? Great to see you in here. Smash the like. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification. I've been live constantly watching Bitcoin break all-time highs.
Tribe of Noise Music.
Let's give it another minute, guys. Manifest, 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 manifest. All-time highs. PulseChain, $100 gets you 100,000. How about that? go. Blah.
Tribe of Noise Music.
Oh, thanks, bro.
Tribe of Noise
I'm gonna.
Music.
Oh, he missed that. Oh, he missed a 0. That's hilarious.
Tribe of Noise Music.
RH Max in the building, guys. Big shout out to RH Max. He's an absolute god. He's putting the team on his back, though. Let's jump into a little bit more on the ACT stablecoin regulation bill and bipartisan vote. We do want to see a little bit more of that action. I want to see a few things. Wait, watch Elon Musk's reaction during the Trump's heated South African meeting in the Oval Office. Is that hilarious? What is that? It's so crazy that Elon's in the Oval Office. Everyone's worried if Trump's going to make money off of the stablecoin deal. Why do they care? That's insane. Yeah.
Tribe of Noise Music. 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 Tribe of Noise Music.
Ah, shit. He's a believer. He's RH Max. I just said a big monologue about RH Max and then dropped his thing there. RH Max is a believer. He's the real deal. He doesn't lie. He doesn't ask you for money. He doesn't beg you for money. He doesn't beg new projects to support, blah, 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 blah. He doesn't take paid crap from other people unless it's a donation or something that's legitimate. He's got a great channel and he's going to blow up. And he's going to be huge. He's going to be a daily channel for the average 25 to 35-year-old to be watching as they evolve in the crypto world. Let's go. Warden, you. Biceps in the chat. Good to see you, bro. If you're in here, make sure you, if you're in the X, just press the retweet button and the like button, drop a comment. If you're on YouTube, make sure you flip in, hit my links that I dropped above. I need you guys. We got to blow up. We're manifesting right now. We're manifesting. Oh! We're manifesting!
Tribe of Noise Music. Tribe of Noise Music.
And everybody who drops a bicep in the chat, in general,
Tribe of Noise Music.
just know that I'm keeping tallies. I'm keeping tallies, and we do giveaways constantly on this channel.
Tribe of Noise Music.
I like biceps in the chat. Manifestation in the morning. Correct. This is real manifestation, though.
Noise Music.
Rap Pepe. I'm too real for you.
Tribe of Noise
I'm
Music.
too real. I'm too real. That's the all-time chart. Still looks really chill. 250K market cap, official meme coin of me, because it's the only one I own.
Tribe of Noise Music. Tribe of Noise Music. Tribe of Noise Music. Tribe of Noise Music. noise music. Tribe of 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 noise music. music. Tribe of noise 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 music.
If you are in here,
Tribe of noise music.
go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. If you're over on X, we got 390 over on X. Go ahead and press the retweet button on my tweet. Hit a comment. We're manifesting Bitcoin all-time highs, DeFi all season starting now. 3 months of absolutely melting, facing, screaming, crying, goated. We're having a good time. Vibes are incredible. Twitter's blowing up. Crypto's blowing up. Everything's blowing up. GG's to the fader.
Tribe of noise music. Tribe of noise music. Tribe of noise music.
Give me 3 minutes and I'll be right back. Sorry if it frames out from God candles. I'll be literally 2.5 minutes. GG.
Tribe of noise music. Tribe of noise music. Tribe of noise music. Tribe of noise music. music. Tribe of Noise 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 Music.
Bitcoin's giving it another try. Let's see if we can break it to 112 plus. Manifestation, altcoin season, piles of money. GG's to the faders.
Tribe of Noise Music. 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 of Noise Music. Tribe 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 of Noise Music.
Welcome, Tom Beppe, to the chat, everyone. Biceps in the chat. We are waiting and manifesting a Bitcoin all-time high right now. Funny enough, Tom Beppe comes in. And what do you know? Beppe is doing all-time highs. It's funny timing, brother. Funny timing, indeed. Let's back out of this stupid Bitcoin chart. Let's go to this actually rockin', sockin', power popping, brand new 250K market cap meme coin with interoperability between Chia and Base. I mean, and you're seeing
Tribe of Noise Music.
the results. Absolutely electric. Thomas Beppe.
Tribe of Noise Music.
What a G. Back to the price. Follow him if you want to make $1 billion. Oh, I forgot to take it down.
Tribe of Noise Music.
I didn't even show it. Hold on. Let me quick rewind.
Tribe of Noise Music.
The ultimate giga inflation hedge hyper leverage recession proof meme coin with interoperability.
Tribe of Noise Music.
The greatest devs on the planet backing it. God bless America. Back to the Bitcoin.
Tribe of Noise Music.
GM.
Tribe of Noise Music.
The official meme coin of Crypto in the Morning, and the only meme coin I own, is Beppe. The only meme coin I've ever owned and held and cared about and sent to my friends and never selling kind of vibes. Beppe. And rap Beppe. Remember this orange face. It will haunt your dreams.
Tribe of Noise Music.
And one day I will go to Tom Beppe hand in hand.
Tribe of Noise Music. Tribe of Noise Music. Tribe of Noise Music.
I'm doing this all for that, Cookies. I'm so aware of the human condition now, including in myself, because it took me so long to get to the point where I could understand what your message says right there. And I'm not only giving them, like, oh, I'm a random dude telling you to buy this random thing for, like, spend $100 and, like, little punt money. But then I'm explaining to them why it's a great environment to buy in. And I'm explaining to them why it actually has value, why being on Chia has value, and why it changes things, and why buying into pools, even with low liquidity, although there's much more liquidity over there, I'm sure. It's not the point. The point is 571 holders, right? Like, you can't get hurt on this chart. You could lose your lunch money, maybe. And that's just the start of the reason I bring it up. The second reason I bring it up is because Tom Beppe is an absolute dub. And the Chia community can build anything at any time for everyone. And they do giveaways, and they burn, and they do constant outreach and constant helping people that are building, and it's crazy, and I love it, and I'm about it, and I get it. And I just am lucky. I'm lucky enough to be here. I'm just lucky enough to be here. Like, I'm so stoked, like, because it's low risk, and that's what's stokey about it. Low risk things are great. And that's just all I have to say about Beppe. Go to 9mm. If you have Ethereum assets that you don't like or don't care about, go over to Base, 9mm. I've been obviously talking about it for days on end now, but if anyone wants specifics, you just drop a question. And at any point, if anyone wants a specific, I can't just drop links all day, but like, I will if someone asks a specific question. Yeah. Frequency matching. Oh yeah, and the last point, like I already said, you will all rue the day that you faded. And you will just mute every account that ever had even thought about having a little laugh about Beppe. Because the chart is just fresh, it's new, it's not, I didn't show you something that everyone already has. I'm showing you something that's new that people don't have. So I don't have to worry about the downside because there really is none. I mean, yeah, 50%, whatever. Everyone in this chat's bags are down 99% if they held anyway. So that's what I'm kind of trying to allude to you, like diversification, fun, what pools to buy into, what pools to not buy into, what influencers to listen to, what influencers not to listen to, and why, right? Like what incentive structure, why words are coming out of their mouths, who's paying them, who's in charge, who's their daddy. I like people that have no daddies. I like people with no daddy. The 9mm community has no daddy.
Noise music.
I told you we're manifesting. We're at a 111.53K. BTC. Alt season incoming. Watch your bags. Dunktober. Underexposure. All the rest of it. Chia is going to be a multi-trillion-dollar market cap. Beppe is going to be a multi-billion-dollar market cap meme coin. People have zero knowledge of how set model works, how Tangang moves. World ain't ready. And literally, there might be a few guys in this world that are ready. And I think one of them might be me. I've been kind of grinding on this stuff for years, so I can just have the layout in my head enough to have enough foresight about what you said. The community model. What was the word you used? How the coin set model works and how human innovation works, right? We were talking about that in the spaces, like inevitabilities in human nature. Time can always be a factor, right? Does this happen this year? Does it happen tomorrow? Or does it happen in 18 months? Or does it happen in, right? Things get hairy with humans, but I'm gonna listen to so much cool music in my earbuds today and chill. There's such good vibes by Cookies. If you're fudding Cookies, then it doesn't matter. So I'm not even gonna rebuttal it. Let's see if we can break an all-time high real quick. Oh, we're double pushing. A triple punch. A triple punch. A Floyd Mayweather. Let's sing like Mariah right here, baby. Come on. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Oh dude, I need to highlight that actually. After I woke up, I stopped thinking about that, but I was definitely 100% thinking about this last night. Hold on one second. So another thing about the community of Tang Gang and Chia and 9mm and Bay, this whole community that Cookies is igniting, we'll say it, and it has always been, because it's his vision. Slash other people's, you know what I'm saying. They give away shit all day. They give away free money all day. All they do is invite people to their Discord, which takes like learning, which is good. Like you learn in order to get there. And then they give you free stuff constantly and incentivize you to build stuff that you can make money on or earn money. I'm still not 100% on everything because I suck at Discord still. I'm such a boomer with it. But yeah, this Discord community, if you're into that type of thing and you want to have a real Discord community, I don't know what a real Discord community is, but this is it. This is one of them. The people go there, they do parties with NFT giveaways and burn all their coins, and it's just great. It's just a learning atmosphere for like innovation, and I like that atmosphere when I'm chilling. On to the next segment.
Tribe of Noise Music. 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 Tribe of Noise Music.
Lane's back from his lunch break, Lane. We're about to break all-time highs. What a great place to be. Lane, I want you to know, you're young, you're grinding, you're working your tail off right now. I know it. I am you, bro. It's all gonna pay off and you have the right attitude. You might not be meant to be an overnight success or anything like that, but you're making the steps to be successful, and I know you're gonna be successful. Keep watching, keep learning, keep just punt bags, dude. I don't know how much money you have or whatever, like your situation is. You're on the right track, dude. You ask the right questions, constant. Today I've been airdropped more Beppe, Chad, HOA, Love, Sprout, XCH, Yippee, HOA, XCH, Warp, BitTorrent, Chia, Banana, Mirror, and Pepe, and NFT revenue share for a wizard, Little Barris. That's for being a consistent member of the community on chain and recorded Discord. Yeah, and Cookies, could you let me know, how do I consistent member? How do you be a consistent member? Is that specified to the Discord? Just tell me straight up. I will follow whatever instructions. I always take a little nudging in the right direction. Yeah, so basically everyone that's enjoying this community is getting airdrops and learning and playing and having fun and making free money but I like things are light. Things are the way they're meant to be, I think.
Tribe of Noise Music. Tribe of Noise Music.
So am I getting some of these airs? Oh, is that why I get so many coins in my Chia wallet? I thought people were sending those to me.
Tribe of Noise Music.
Do you think that's why they pop up on my Chia wallet? Because I have a Tang there and I'm in Discord? I didn't know I was eligible. I thought I would have had to do something else. That's so sick. Collect NFTs from artists, and those are assigned Peel points in the Discord. There are tons of free ways to get Peel points, like peeling oranges once daily for free. More Peel points, more drops. Cool. Perfect. Dude, that is so sick. Okay, I just realized that, and sorry for being slow. In order to get into the Discord, you have to get a specific NFT, which you don't really have to. I'll send you one. And I don't think you have to. Maybe you do have to like buy it for a little, but I will send you one if possible. And then you're just eligible for the airdrops if you've just been talking about the community and stuff. That's so sick. Like I didn't even know that I was getting airdrops, bro. I swear. Like I saw them going in. I just thought somebody had my address and was sending me stuff so I could maybe chill it. But there was like a bunch of different ones. And I was like, interesting. And now I realize, because I'm slow to learn I wait to learn certain concepts. I let them come to me before I start. Now I realize what they've been doing even more. I've been getting free airdrops just for hanging out in the community. I didn't even have to do anything. So sick. You're just going to keep receiving them forever. There is a world where I get completely wealthy off of something I didn't even know existed because I was trying to chill with my friends because they have real vibes. That is the world I live in. That is the vibrational world. That's sick. Yeah, I'll be doubling down my efforts. Cookies. Now, clarity for me is everything. I need to be so crystal clear before, and I am right there. Like I'm boom. Like it was just I was talking to Bullish on the phone yesterday. I was literally just asking questions about blank canvas and everything, and I'm not going to talk about that right now because I don't know anything about it, other than it's going to be sick, I think. And join the technology revolution, everyone. Join. Look at this. Look at this price pump. Ethereum's looking to break 2,700 right now, guys. I'm keeping a huge eye on that. Why? Because Ethereum will slingshot all my bags and then I can absolutely dump. I'm kidding. I've had these bags of Ethereum and shit forever, and it's really just not easy for me to sell if I'm not up, so I don't. But I'm looking to slosh some funds, and I could use another 700x or whatever. Oh yeah, new. Trust me. Every 5 minutes, I go over to the BetPay chart. New all-time high right here, guys. I told you guys all long before, so I don't have to. I can go to bed just like a baby. You know when I told you? When I bought. Right here. This was my pump. This was the GRC pump right here. The little dollar cost average. Sent a lot of that to friends, sent a lot of this to my wallet. That's the GRC pump. And now we're on the GRC. I didn't do anything else. That was everybody else now. But doubled my money, doubled my XCH bag, perfect. Not swapping anything. I don't suggest swapping or doing anything like that on Chia. I just suggest putting in what your risk tolerance allows and just letting it chill, because that's what the community really is. And meme coins don't take a lot to go up. XCH.trade is the Chia. Oh, really? I didn't know that. XCH.trade. If you want to see the Chia site info. I mean, I can look at the regular site. Hold on. Look at this. Here's a little something fun to look at. So if you see here, guys, Thomas BetPay. BetPay for a little while is the #1 most liquid coin on Chia DEX piles plus offers. 3,000 XTH in liquidity. Gosh, this thing is lit. Just perfect. You'd never think you'd actually get an entry like this on something, for me. Like, I don't know why when I saw it, it just happened to be go time. But that's how stuff works. Let's go to Twitter real quick and see what's going on. Oh, wait. I have to show. If you guys are in here, please do me a favor and just pop a retweet. It's a super user-friendly retweet for everyone. It's a thumbnail, jeans in the thumbnail, 9mm's in the thumbnail. It's kind of like, I'm just kind of getting the whole basis here. But let's get some people in the YouTube chat. I'm gonna stay on for another, till this all-time high comes in. And I think we're right there right now, guys. Congratulations. Oh no, it's 111, I'm sorry. Oh dude, just rejected in my mouth. Oh my God, I just said congratulations, God candle. Hey, congratulations cookies, take that. That's not happening on the Pepe chart. Yeah, well, I'm not waiting for that recovery. Actually, I think I might be bugging out a little bit. I was on the 1 second. Yeah, we'll keep you right there. We'll just chill on the 5 minute. Ooh, that got bought right back up. We can take over Twitter, dude. $3,000 XTH at the current market cap of 66 million buy-side liquidity for Pepe. Jesus Christ. Yeah, dude, what if XCH pumped? Like, what? I just don't know enough about the fundamentals. I'm just a hodler right now. I'll learn that later. When I say fundamentals, I mean timing and distribution. XCH is almost like a dollar. It's like a stable at this level, so stable. It's just kind of, and I think buyers will start coming in. And with the XCH price, when things are bonded in liquidity, what Cookies is saying is GG's. Junktober. And I'm sure Cookies will make at least an audio appearance when we're talking blank canvas, right, Cookies? Because you're making it seem like this is like almost built by God for me. And so I'm so excited and just like, I'm hoping whenever, timeline, don't care. Dude! Laser focused LeBron James. Hey, look at this tweet, Cookies. Just in. Gene Hoffman, NFTs with royalties, enhanced U.S. equities, fractional real estate, and GPUs that earn. These are real world assets, all in production except Bermuda Capital, which will be live this summer on the Chill Project.
Tribe of
GG's.
Tribe of Noise Music. Tribe of Noise Music.
Yeah, I'm underexposed. I'm underexposed. I might be overexposed by the end of the day, though. You never know.
Tribe of Noise Music.
See if there's anything popping. That was a big popper. Buffet Army taking over. Wow, foods, fine. Foods? Are you serious?
Tribe of Noise
I
Music.
can't take it anymore. Oh my god, it's gonna happen, dude. That's gonna happen. That's crazy.
Tribe of Noise Music.
I love when you're like, I love when you have punt plays and you're like, actually, no, they're gonna work out.
Tribe of Noise Music.
Hey, let's show some love to the ETH chart real quick. It's kind of doing its thing.
Tribe of Noise Music. 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 Tribe of Noise Music.
Thank you, broski. Good to see you. Love you. Hope you're doing good. Hope your heart's filled with joy. Hope you are just floating on air, buddy. Stay in the moment. Have a great day. Talk to you soon, hopefully today.
Tribe of Noise Music. 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 Tribe of Noise Music.
A quick little breaking news clip if you're watching. Cetus protocol apparently hacked. All Cetus pools were never actually burned. They were always under Cetus control. We found it strange when we first noticed this, but when we never imagined a situation like this just occurred. Someone changed ownership to all Cetus main pools and then dumped them massively, while the responsible made off with over 200 million. Sorry, Mr. Rao Paul. We expect the Cetus to take immediate action to address the damage caused by security failures. You have harmed many projects, including the blah blah blah. You're the guy, blah blah blah.
Tribe of Noise Music.
Should have used PulseChain. Wow.
Tribe of Noise Music.
We'll use it. We're spamming. So that's sick.
Tribe of Noise Music.
We've learned that the Cetus smart contract was hacked this morning for approximately, hack is such a weird word. More like failure on your part. Cetus worked together with the other DeFi protocols and the Sui Foundation validators to correctly protect the ecosystem. A large number of validations identified the address was stolen and they are ignoring transactions of those addresses further. Oh, so now you could just ignore addresses, whoever you want, because you suck at life. And then you can just take constitutional freedoms away because you don't know how to deal with your layer 1 protocol. I will never be participating.
Tribe of Noise Music. 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 music. Tribe of Noise music.
So whenever you're looking at a chart, guys, that's kind of thin, at least on this one pair, like I like to go down to like a decently large like spot buy for the pool size. Hold on. Like 473.38. That's gonna put a little wick on the damage. And then I'm going to go to the block screener, right? Because this is how you kind of like, if you do this over the years and the days, you kind of get an idea of what's going on. Like this guy has unlimited teddy bear token, and this dude has 853 million PX. And this dude has 14.5 million DAI stablecoin. You know, the one where the P-DAI. He's got PulseChain LPs. He's got Go Pulse up the butt. He's got a Tropa up the butt. Like, this is the person that's like, he has no reason to be buying this stuff except for price go up. He thinks it's gonna go. He's speculating. He already has money out of his ass just in this one account. Understand? If you do that enough, you see enough people doing that, you can start to realize a few things. I'm not going to talk about that anymore. That's just that was my little lesson. Research. Slow research. You don't have to research everything in one day either. You learn these things over time. Just observe. Stay present. Go back to this P-DAI chart, see if it breaks out every 5 frickin' minutes.
Tribe of Noise music. Tribe of Noise music.
Yeah, so you can tell this is kind of like, it's like being used as kind of a speculation asset, because really rich people couldn't even dump on this chart unless they were being sneaky and, like, you know, paying attention at least. So this is just high risk, high reward. You know, you win some, you lose some. The people that bought here, yeah, they'll probably make out all right. People that buy here, they'll be okay. But if this thing kind of just nuts,
Tribe of Noise music.
then the compounding effect of the coins per unit will be explosive.
Tribe of Noise music.
Bitcoin is definitely rising. Let's check it out for a couple more minutes.
Tribe of Noise music. 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 Tribe of Noise Music.
Yeah, so in turn of everything, if you're watching the stream, all I can do is show you what I've done, and I'm gonna get out of here. So since I came back 5 weeks ago, we've been sniping absolute bottoms. Tweeted about PulseChain this morning. I've been deep in crypto for 6 years, and I've never seen anything like PulseChain. It's not just a project, it's a movement. Strong. We own Twitter. The keyword, we own Twitter. Keep tweeting. Tweet more. Don't be totally crazy when you tweet, unless you're just memeing. But keep up the good work, everybody. We got Gene on here. You're going to want to follow Gene Hoffman. You're definitely going to want to follow Gene Hoffman and Bytes and Blocks, Tom Beppe. If you want to be in the Beppe army, let me know. We watched this dude get smoked today, absolutely destroyed, brutalized, bent over, and railed. This is my stream. I'm about to leave. I don't want to repost that. Going live in a minute. You like that artwork. Don't get it twisted. And if you followed me bar for bar in the last 4 weeks, we got the Bitcoin all-time high live. 4 weeks ago, we bought PDI. It's up like 700%. Wrap Beppe is just in price discovery constantly. And PDI is the greatest chart I've ever seen in my life. So, we've been on that. We've been tweeting. Follow me on Twitter, JimRatCrypto, Twitch, and YouTube. Have an amazing day. Keep it chill. Keep it fun. Keep the vibes tight. Don't do any FOMOing. Just chill. Just keep it super chill, and I hope you have an amazing day. I'm going to show you the old... Oh, no, I don't think I have that song anymore. I'm just going to bounce. Have an amazing day. Follow me on Twitter. I'll follow you back. Peace out.